friends. I am in your creative presentation class. I generally sit second row, more towards the right. And the reason that I'm telling you guys that is ultimately because I want you guys to come talk to me after class. I know that this was a required assignment for every single one of us, but I went ahead and decided not only is it a class assignment, I want it to be more than that. I want it to be an actual inspiration to you guys. So not necessarily to say that in like a conceited kind of way that my life is inspirational, but I want you to reflect into your life through my life and inspire yourself more or less. And without further ado, guys, I guess I'm going to talk about my pictures. I do want to go ahead and say, though, my first visual storytelling was kind of ruined. Whenever I uploaded the pictures, it rearranged them and they were out of order completely. So the story ultimately, it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever, even after uploading it. And it even uploaded a random picture. Like, that made any sense to me at all. I don't. That one might have been operational error. I'll give it that. That one, I might have clicked it. There's no telling. But ultimately, it just didn't get the point across, and there was a lot more to my story. Hey, excuse me 1 second. Sorry. I left my screen door open. That's not going to be in the bloopers either. I'm just leaving it. I really am. I have recorded this 1,500 million times. I'm sorry. Anyway, the reason I recorded it so many times is really, guys, though, because I want you guys to get this. Like, I generally do from the bottom of my heart. I mean everything that I'm saying. So back to the you tell story thing and how it really messed up my story. It didn't make much sense. So I was really excited whenever I found out about this week's assignment, more or less, because I was like, hey, I get to really tell people what I wanted to tell them that I didn't really get to. Anyway, the first picture in the sequence is a picture of me and my grandfather. My grandfather, at a very young age for me, he inspired me to adventure, and I don't know if he knew that whenever he was talking to me when I was that young, or if he just kind of just did the grandfather thing. I'm not entirely sure, and he was just trying to kind of like express himself onto me, and I just kind of picked up on it. I don't really know what it was, but anyway, we clicked like very well, me and my grandfather. We did the whole like grandfather grandson type thing. Like we went out at his retirement home and we fed squirrels, or he would eat Snickers bars and he would give me juicy fruit, because he generally wouldn't have more than one Snickers bar. There would only be one, and then there would be a whole pack of juicy fruit. But he would still do like little knickknacks or nice things like that. And he would give me a piece of a Snickers bar too, but it's really not that important. Or he'd give me dollar bills, that's the thing too. But ultimately, one thing that he did do that is completely memorable is he made me a slingshot. And I know that's like super childish and like kind of stereotypical, more or less, but he did. He made me a slingshot and he gave it to me. And I got it after he passed away when I was 4. My mom gave it to me when I was like 6. And so 6 or 7, I was a little bit older, I'm not sure. And it was my last pack of juicy fruit and everything else, but he inspired adventure for me. And as a kid, I grew up in kind of the swamps. Not the swamps, but like it was just, there was no other kids around me, so I explored outside all the time. And there's bugs in this mug. That's why I shut the screen door. But he inspired that, and at a young age, I knew those things. This bug is really bothering me. Holy crap, awesome. I'm sorry, this is so terrible. But anyway, I'm ignoring it now. Also, with that being said and done, too, like even though my grandfather passed away, there was other people that were brought into my life. Not that they weren't ever in my life, like my sister being one of them. She was always there, obviously. But my brother-in-law, he inspired a lot of my creativity. He's a cartoonist, and if you ever see me walk around campus, I don't have like a book bag. I have like a briefcase, more or less, and it's like a file folder and like has different things. I carry my laptop in it and whatnot. He drew on it for me when I was a kid. He drew on it with a whole bunch of random characters or whatever, for just inspiration, and on the side it says imagine, because creativity, he inspired it for me. But that's not it either. That's not even the main point. The main point is, even with this adventuring and this creative knowledge that I was given, it taught me to be versatile, because I did a lot of different things in high school. Like you guys don't know what that the picture of me in the black hoodie is with the yellow tube and the Santa hat thing. That was a trophy for our talent show. I danced in front of like 2,000 kids. I break dance too, and I swam in high school, and I played pool on a regular basis even now outside of high school. So it's versatility is what I'm trying to tell you guys, because if you're versatile in anything, whenever you're versatile, you really don't limit yourself at all. Like, there are no limits. You have everything at your fingertips, more or less. And you literally choose which one you want the most out of all of them. Like, I break dance now to this day. I swam, in high school, but I got out of swimming, obviously. And then I break dance to this day, and I play pool to this day. So those things stuck, but it's just different things overall that teach us, how to go through. And another thing too with the scenario, and you see a lot of pictures of my sister, who is the other, female in the picture other than the older woman, which is my mom, but ultimately it's my family. I have a lot of pictures with my family, up to graduation, after graduation, pre-graduation, you know what I mean? They were there with me the entire time. They were my core. They were my center. And I didn't give them the credit for that at that time because I didn't realize it. But as I grew older and I reflected doing this assignment, not only reflecting now, but, previously, I realized how much they motivated me and inspired me to be here where I am today. And for me to be here today is phenomenal. My sister helped me out in a ridiculously hard time in my life. I didn't really get to even incorporate that in the pictures. I was going through some seriously hard depression. And I know that's like really sad and upsetting, like, why are you depressed or so young? Well, I had a lot going on in my life. I don't really want to get into it here. If you guys have questions later, ask me, whatever. But my sister helped me come out of that and want to be here, want to do my homework, to take me out of the part of my life where I wasn't really happy, or like the good in my life was not good, more or less. Like it wasn't actually helping me do anything. Like I was just working a 9 to 5 pretty much. It wasn't really like that. It was a little bit more crazy, but ultimately it was not as productive as I could be, as I should be, as I was taught to be, and how I was raised. I was always raised to give everything that I had, and I wasn't expressing that. So in order for me to express that, I had to come here to Full Sail after graduation, and that's why I'm here now. But I have nobody else to blame but my family for it. Like, yes, it is my passion and my love that drove me here. It is my business is what makes me want to be here. But my sister, my mother, my dad, my brother-in-law, my now niece, my grandfather, everybody that has ever influenced me, everybody that has ever loved me, wants me to be here and promotes me being here. So it's a big responsibility, and I love it. And it inspires me every single day. And I want you guys to go back to your core and express your versatility through them. Let them be your motivation. You might not have the family core I have. I don't know your story, but surround yourself with friends that are motivated just like you want to be. Become something. Don't ever give up. Don't quit. Don't stop. Don't let anything stop you. That's the whole point of us being here. That's the whole point of this presentation, is because I want you guys to use that versatility. Not to only use that versatility, but to use it to its best potential, because it means something. It means everything is in your hand. Everything. You can do any and everything. I motivate you, I hope. I inspire you, I hope, and I hope that you guys take something from this. I hope that this does something for you all. With that being said, thank you guys. There is a bloopers video included. I did do some other mess ups and whatever else. It's all fun and games. If you guys, again, if you want to talk to me, don't be intimidated. Just come talk with me. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a bad person. Just come talk with me. I promise. It's all good. Thank you.